Hello, my dear friend, and welcome. Welcome to the VUS Learning English podcast. My name is Anna, and I am so happy you are here with me today. If this is your first time listening, a very special, warm welcome to you. And if you are a returning listener, welcome back. It feels so good to be here with you again. Today we have a very special episode. It is an episode to help you feel strong and confident when you speak English. We are going to talk about a small but very important word, the word to do. I know this little word can sometimes feel confusing. Maybe you have felt that little moment of panic. Should I say do? Should I say does? Or maybe did? That feeling is so normal. So many learners feel this way. But today, we are going to change that together. We will walk through this topic step by step, slowly and gently. My goal is for you to leave this episode feeling calm, feeling clear, and feeling much more confident. You can do this, I promise. Thank you from the bottom of my heart for choosing to spend your time here with me. Your journey in learning English is so important, and it is an honor to be a small part of it. If you enjoy our time together, please think about following or subscribing to this podcast. It helps our little community grow, and it helps other learners just like you find us. And one last little question before we begin. Where are you listening from today? Are you in your home with a warm cup of tea? Are you walking outside in nature? Are you on a bus, going to work or school? I am sending you a warm hello wherever you are in the world. Okay, are you ready? Let's begin our journey together. All right, my friend, let's start with a beautiful, simple idea. This idea will be our foundation. It will make everything else so much easier. If you only remember one thing from our time together today, please remember this. The words do, does, and did are not three different confusing words. They are not enemies. They are all just one family. They are different forms of one single verb. The verb to do, that's it. Just one verb. Let's think about it like this. Imagine an actor. A wonderful actor who can play many roles. The main actor's name is to do. Now, this actor has different costumes. Sometimes the actor wears a costume named do. Sometimes the actor wears a costume named does. And sometimes the actor wears a costume named did. It is always the same actor, just in a different outfit for a different scene. This is the same idea as another verb you know very well, the verb to be. You know how to be can change its costume? It can become am, like in I am happy. It can become is, like in she is a doctor. It can become are, like in they are my friends. It can even become was or were for the past. It's the exact same idea. The verb to do just likes to change its clothes. It changes depending on the time, like present or past. And it changes depending on the person we are talking about. Once you see this, really see it in your mind that you are only dealing with one friendly verb that just changes its costume, everything becomes so much lighter, so much simpler. So, what does our main actor to do even mean? Its main job is to show action. It means to perform an action or to complete a task. It's a verb of doing things. For example, you can say, I do my homework. This means you are performing the action of completing your homework. You are doing it. Or you can say, she does a great job. This means she performs her job in a good way. She does it well. To do is our simple all-purpose action verb. But our friendly verb to do has a second job, a very important special job. It works as a helping verb. Another name for this is an auxiliary verb. This is where the confusion usually comes from, but we're going to make it clear. As a helper, its job is to help the main verb in a sentence. It helps us make questions, and it helps us make negative sentences. Let's look at a simple sentence. I like coffee. In this sentence, the main verb is like. It shows the action or feeling. Now, what if you want to ask a question? In English, we cannot just say, like you coffee. It sounds a little strange. The verb like needs a friend to help it become a question. This is when our hero, do, comes to help. Do steps in at the beginning of the sentence. It says, don't worry, like I will help you. And the question becomes, do you like coffee? Do you see that? Do is the helper, like is still the main verb. Do is just there to build the question. It's a beautiful team. So today we will look at both of these jobs. We will look at to do as the main verb, and we will look at to do as the helping verb. We will go one step at a time. Let's start with the present tense. Let's start with now. Section 1, the present tense. Do and does. Okay, my friend, let's take our first step together. This is the part that feels tricky for many people, but I want to show you how simple the rule is. In the present tense, when we talk about now or about general truths, our choice between do and does is all about one thing, the subject of the sentence. The subject is the person or the thing that is doing the action. To make it easy, we can put all the subjects into two groups, just two. Let's call them Group 1 and Group 2. Group 1, I, you, we, they. Our first group is a friendly group of words. When the subject of your sentence is I, you, we, or they, you will always use the word do. This group also includes any plural noun. A plural noun just means more than one person or thing. For example, the students. That is more than one student. So it belongs in this group. Or my parents. That is two people. So it belongs in this group. Or the cats. More than one cat. It belongs in this group too. So for I, you, we, they, and all plural words, we use do. Let's see this in action. First, we will look at examples. Where do is the main verb? It is the verb of action. Listen to these sentences. Feel the pattern. I do my laundry on Saturdays. You do a fantastic job of explaining things. We do our grocery shopping together every week. They do a lot of work for charity. My friends do their exercises in the morning. The students do their homework together. Did you feel that pattern? It's so steady. It never changes. I do. You do. We do. They do. My friends do. The students do. The cats do. If it's plural, it's do. It is a simple, reliable rule. You can trust it. Group 2, he, she, it. Now let's look at our second group. This group is for talking about one other person or thing. When the subject is he, for a boy or a man, she, for a girl or a woman, or it, for a thing, an animal, or an idea, you will always use the word does. This group also includes any singular noun. A singular noun just means one person or thing. For example, my brother. That is one person. He, so it belongs in this group. Or the company, that is one thing. It, so it belongs in this group. Or the dog, that is one animal. It belongs in this group too. So for he, she, it, and all singular words, we use does. Now, I want to share a little secret with you, a little trick to help you remember this. In the present tense, when we talk about he, she, or it, the verb almost always gets a little letter S on the end. For example, He walks. She talks. It rains. My dog eats. Our verb to do is the same. It follows this rule. It just wants to be a little special. So instead of just adding s, it adds ius. And do becomes does. So when you see that s sound at the end of does, you can remember, this is for he, she, or it. Let's look at some examples with does as the main verb. Listen for the pattern. He does his homework as soon as he gets home. She does yoga every morning to relax. It does a good job of cleaning the floor. Here it could be a robot vacuum cleaner, for example. My brother does the cooking in his house. The company does business in over 20 countries. The car does need new tires. Again, the pattern is completely consistent. It is a rule you can depend on. He does, she does, it does, the manager does, the car does. If the subject is one person or one thing, and it is not I or you, it's does. Common mistakes to sidestep? Before we move on, let's look at the common traps. These are the little mistakes that everyone makes when they are learning. Seeing them now will help you avoid them later. And please remember this: making mistakes is not a sign of failure. It is a sign that you are trying. It is a sign that you are brave. Every expert was once a beginner who made mistakes. The most common mistake is simply mixing up the two groups. For example, a learner might say, incorrect, he'd do his work. But you know the rule now. The subject is he. He is in group 2, so we need to use does. Correct, he does his work. Here's another common one. Incorrect, they does their shopping online. You know this one too. The subject is they. They is in group 1, so we need to use do. Correct, they do their shopping online. It is all about checking the subject first. Just take a breath and ask, who or what am I talking about? Is it one person? Is it many? This one simple question will give you the answer. Are you ready for a quick mental workout? A little test for your brain. I will give you a subject. You think do or does. Let's go. My sister. That's she, so it's does. The children? Children is plural. It means more than one child. So it's they, and the answer is do. You and I together means we. So the answer is do. The computer? That's one thing. It's it. So the answer is does. His friends? More than one friend? That is they. So the answer is do. How did that feel? Even if you only got 1 or 2 right, that is a wonderful start. This rule, this difference between do and does, is the foundation. Once you feel comfortable with this, the rest becomes so much easier. Section 2, the past tense. Okay, my friend, take a nice deep breath. You have just worked through the trickiest part of this topic. You learned the difference between do and does, and now I have some fantastic news for you. Wonderful, happy news. The past tense is incredibly easy. It is so simple and so friendly. When we want to talk about the past, about an action that is finished, there is only one word to use for every single subject. I, you, he, she, it, we, they, singular, plural, group 1, group 2. It does not matter. The past tense of to do is always, always did. That's it. Really. That is the whole rule. No groups to remember. No special rules to learn. If you're talking about something finished at the past, you just use did. This makes life so much simpler, doesn't it? It's like a gift. Let's see some examples. In these sentences, Did is the main verb. It is showing a completed action. Notice how the verb is did for everyone. I did my homework last night. You did a great job on the presentation yesterday. He did all the cleaning by himself. She did the project for her school. It did what it was supposed to do. We did the right thing by telling the truth. They did the exam 2 weeks ago. My father did the gardening on Sunday. Do you see that beautiful simplicity? It does not matter if it's I, he, we, or my father. The verb is always the same. It is always did. Let's put the present and the past side by side. This will make the picture even clearer in your mind. Present. I do my work. Past. I did my work. Present. He does his exercises. Past. He did his exercises. Present. They do the planning. Past. They did the planning. Present. She does the laundry. Past. She did the laundry. Present. We do our best. Past. We did our best. It's like a clear path. For things happening now or general truths, you have a choice. Do or does. You just check the subject. For any finished action in the past, there is no choice needed. The path is straight. You just used it. What a relief, right? You are building your confidence piece by piece. Now we are ready for the second big job of this verb. Let's look at how it works as a helpers. Section 3. The helping verb, questions and negatives. Welcome back, my friend. You are doing so well. We've learned how to use do, does, and did as the main verb of action. Now we will explore their other important job, their job as a helper. This is where these words become your best friends in a real conversation. In English, most verbs are a little bit shy. They can't make questions or negative sentences all by themselves. They need a helper to give them confidence. And the verb to do is the main helper for the job. It is a strong and supportive friend to other verbs. Before we go any further, I want to give you a golden rule. This is perhaps the most important rule in this entire lesson. If you can lock this rule into your mind, you will avoid so many common mistakes. It is a key that unlocks correct English sentences. Are you ready for the golden rule? Here it is. When do, does, or did is the helping verb, the main verb that comes after it always goes back to its original basic form. The basic form is the simple version of the verb. It has no S at the end. It has no past tense form. It is the verb in its simplest, purest state. It is also called the base form, or the infinitive without to. Words like go, eat, play, see, like, want, know. Let's think about this golden rule. Imagine do, does, or did is a powerful magnet. When it appears in a sentence as a helper, it pulls all the special endings off the main verb. It takes the S. It takes the past tense. It says to the main verb, don't worry. I will carry the tense for you. You can just relax and be your basic self. Let's see what this looks like. A common mistake is, he does likes coffee. Here, the speaker has put the S's on both verbs. But our golden rule says this is not right. The helper verb does takes the S's. It carries the signal for he, she, it. So the main verb likes must give up its S and go back to its base form. Like. The correct sentence is, he does like coffee. Let's look at a past tense example. A common mistake is, did you went to the store? Here, the speaker is showing the past tense 2 times. With did and with went. This is not necessary. Our helper did is already shouting, this is the past. This is the past. So the main verb went must go back to its original base form. Go. The correct sentence is, did you go to the store? This magic formula is your new best friend. Let's say it together. Do, does, did, plus the base verb. Let's say it again to really feel it. Do, does, did, plus the base verb. This beautiful, simple formula will guide you. You will see it everywhere now. Let's put it into practice, starting with questions. Part 3A, asking questions. If you want to have a conversation, you have to ask questions. Questions show you are interested. Questions open up the world. And do, does, and did are the keys to asking most questions in English. Questions in the present tense. To ask a simple yes or no question about the present, you just start the sentence with do or does. And how do you choose between them? You already know. You use the exact same rule we learned before. It depends on the subject. Use do for group 1. I, you, we, they, and plural nouns. Use does for group 2. He, she, it, and singular nouns. The structure, our little map for building the sentence, looks like this. Do, does plus subject plus base verb. Notice the last part, base verb. Our golden rule is right there in the map. Let's see it in action. Here are some questions with do. Do you speak English? The base verb is speak. Do we have enough time? The base verb is have. Do your children like school? The subject is your children, which is plural, so we use do. The base verb is like. Now let's look at some questions with does. Remember, this is for he, she, it, and singular nouns. The structure is the same. Does plus subject plus base verb? Does he work in that building? The base verb is work, not works. Does she like spicy food? The base verb is like not likes. Does this phone have a good camera? The base verb is have, not has. Does your brother play the guitar? The subject is your brother, which is singular, so we use does. The base verb is play. Did you notice our golden rule working perfectly every time? In the question, does she like spicy food? We use does because the subject is she, and the main verb is like. It is not likes. Why? Because the helper does already took the SS. It moved the S from the main verb to the front of the sentence. It is a perfect system. Let's do a quick practice. I will say a statement. You try to turn it into a question. Statement, you like pizza. Question, do you like pizza? Statement, he works here. Question, does he work here? Statement, they live in London. Question, do they live in London? Statement, she plays tennis. Question, does she play tennis? You are doing wonderfully. You are learning to build questions with confidence. Part 3B, making negative sentences. Are you ready for the last big job for our helper verb? Its job is to help us make sentences negative, to say no. This is also very simple. We just take our helper verb do, does, or did, and we add the word not after it. Do plus not, does plus not, did plus not. Of course, in normal everyday conversation, we almost always push these two words together. We make a contraction. It's faster and sounds more natural. Do plus not becomes don't. Does plus not becomes doesn't. Did plus not becomes didn't. And guess what? Our golden rule, our magic formula, still applies here. Do, does, did plus base verb is still the key. So the structure will be subject plus don't, doesn't, didn't plus base verb. How do we choose between don't and doesn't? You guessed it. It's our same old rule, the same two groups. You are an expert at this by now. Use don't for group 1. I, you, we, they use doesn't for group 2. He, she, it. The structure is subject plus don't or doesn't plus base verb. Let's look at some examples with don't. I don't understand the question. The base verb is understand. You don't need to worry. The base verb is need. We don't work on Fridays. The base verb is work. They don't have a car. The base verb is have. Now for some examples with doesn't. She doesn't drink coffee. The base verb is drink, not drinks. It doesn't work. The base verb is work, not works. My mother doesn't speak French. The base verb is speak, not speaks. Look at that last one. She doesn't drink coffee. We use doesn't because the subject is she, and the main verb is drink. The S from drinks is inside the word doesn't. Our golden rule is always there, working for you, making things simple and consistent. A common trap. A very common mistake that many learners make is to use no instead of don't or doesn't. They might say, I know have money. In English, the verb have needs a helper to be negative. It needs don't. So the correct way to say this is, I don't have money. Or someone might say, he no like fish, but like needs a helper. The subject is he, so it needs doesn't. Correct. He doesn't like fish. So remember, to make a verb negative, you usually need your helper. Don't or doesn't. Questions and negatives in the past tense. And now we return to our easy, simple friend, the past tense. Once again, the past tense is here to make your life easy. There's only one word for questions and one word for negatives. For everyone. To ask a yes or no question about the past, you simply start with did. This is for every single subject. I, you, he, she, it, we, they, all of them. The structure is did plus subject plus base verb. Look, our golden rule is here too. The minute you use did, the main verb must be in its base form. Let's see some examples. Did you watch the movie last night? Watch, not watched. Did he finish his report? Finish, not finished. Did she call you yesterday? Call, not called. Did they go to the party? Go, not went. And now for negative sentences in the past. To make a negative sentence in the past, you use didn't. Again, this is for every single subject. It's so simple and friendly. The structure is subject plus didn't plus base verb. The golden rule is essential here. Let's look at some examples. I didn't sleep well last night. Sleep, not slept. He didn't pass the test. Pass, not passed. We didn't see the message until it was too late. See, not saw. They didn't come to class. Come, not came. This is the number one mistake that people make with the past tense. Forgetting the golden rule. It is so easy to do. Your brain is thinking about the past, so it wants to use a past tense verb. But you must remember that did and didn't are already doing that job for you. Let's look at it one more time. Incorrect. I didn't know the answer. The verb knew is past tense, but didn't already made the sentence past tense. We only need to show the past one time. So knew must go back to its base form. No. Correct. I didn't know the answer. Incorrect. Did she told you? Told is past tense, but did is our helper for past tense questions. So told must return to its base form. Tell. Correct. Did she tell you? So anytime you use did or didn't, a little alarm, a friendly bell should go off in your head. And it should remind you. Use the base verb. Use the simple form. You have learned so much. You now have the keys to making statements, asking questions, and making negative sentences in the present and the past. This is a huge achievement. Take a moment to appreciate how far you have come. Section 4. A special use. Adding emphasis. All right, my friend, you have the basics down. You have the main rules. Now I want to show you a cool trick. This is something that will make your English sound more natural and more expressive. We can use do, does, and did in a surprising way. We can use them in a positive sentence, a normal statement. Why would we do this? We do this to add emphasis, to make our feelings stronger. It is often used to contradict someone, to disagree with them, or to show a very strong, true feeling. When you speak, you will say the word do, does, or did a little louder. You will put stress on it. Let's imagine a situation. Your friend looks at you and says, "You don't really care about this project, do you?" They think you don't care. But that's not true. You care a lot. You want to show them your true feeling. You could just say, "I care." That is grammatically correct, but it's a little weak. To add power, to add emphasis, you can use do. You can say, "That's not true. I do care. I really do want this to work." Can you feel the difference? That little word do is full of emotion. It's like saying, "Listen to me. This is the truth. I do care." Let's try another one. Imagine you are with a group of friends. Someone asks a question, and your other friend John is very quiet. Another person says, "I guess John doesn't know the answer." But you know that John is just shy. He knows the answer. You want to defend him. You can say, "He does know the answer. He's just a little shy." Here, does is stressed. He does know. You are contradicting the other person. You are insisting on the truth. The subject is he, so we use does. And of course, this works perfectly in the past tense. This is very common. Imagine a parent says to their child, "You didn't clean your room today." The child feels this is unfair. The child cleaned the room. The child can reply with strong feeling, "I did clean my room. Go and look." That word did is not just a verb. It's a firework of emotion. It means what you are saying is wrong, and here is the truth. I did clean it. Let's look at a few more examples of this powerful little trick. Listen to the emotion in them. Someone says, "I don't think you sent the email." You can reply, "I did send it. I sent it this morning. Please check again." Someone says, "She doesn't seem very happy." You can reply, "Oh, but she does like it here. She told me yesterday how much she enjoys it." Someone says, "You don't love me anymore." You can reply, "That is not true at all. I do love you with all my heart." Using this special tool adds a new layer to your English. It shows that you can do more than just state facts. You can insist, you can persuade, you can argue gently, you can express your true feelings with strength and clarity. It's a wonderful skill to have. Section 5, the other forms, doing and done. We are almost at the end of our journey through the to-do family. You have met the main members, do, does, and did. Now, let's quickly meet the last two forms. These are doing and done. These two are not helpers like do, does, and did. They don't help make questions or negatives in the same way, but they are still essential members of the family. They are used all the time in everyday English. Doing, the present participle. The form doing always ends in ing. We use doing to talk about actions that are in progress, actions that are happening right now, or were happening at a specific time. Doing almost always has a partner. Its partner is the verb to be. Is, are, was, were. They work together. Let's look at some very common examples. To talk about right now, I'm doing my homework. The action is happening now. He is doing well in his new job. They are doing a great job. A question you will hear a million times in English is, what are you doing? This means, what action are you performing at this very moment? We can also use it to talk about an action in progress in the past. For this, we use was or were. For example, I was doing the dishes when the phone rang. The action of doing the dishes was in progress. We were doing our best to fix the problem. The action of doing our best was in progress. When you see doing, think action in progress and look for its partner. Am, is, are, was, or were. Our final family member is the word done. Done has two main jobs. Let's look at them one by one. Job number 1, partner with to have. Done works together with the verb to have, has, had. We use this combination to talk about the past in a way that connects it to the present. This is called the present perfect tense. It's for actions completed at an unspecified time before now. For example, I have done everything you asked. This means the tasks are finished now. Has she done her chores yet? We are asking if the chores are finished now. He had done the work before I arrived. This is for an action finished before another action in the past. So you will often see these pairs: have done, has done, had done. Job number 2, an adjective meaning finished. This is a very simple and common use of done. We use done by itself as an adjective. An adjective is a word that describes something. When we use done as an adjective, it simply means finished or completed. Imagine someone asks you, is the report finished? You can simply reply, yep, it's done. Done here means finished. Or someone cooking might shout from the kitchen, dinner is done, come and eat. It means dinner is ready. It is finished cooking. There is also a wonderful English expression, what's done is done. This is a phrase of acceptance. It means you cannot change the past. The action is completed, it is finished, and we cannot go back and change it. We must accept it and move forward. What's done is done. So now you have met the whole family. Do, does, did, doing, and done. You have the complete picture. Okay, let's do one final super fast review. Think of this as a little cheat sheet you can keep in your mind. The most important rules made simple. First, when to do is the main verb of action. In the present, use do for I, you, we, and they, and use does for he, she, and it. Second, when to do is the helping verb. Remember that do, does, and did are your tools to build questions and negatives. Third, remember the golden rule. After the helpers do, does, or did, the main verb that follows is always in its base form. Like, did you go? Not did you went? Or she doesn't like. Not she doesn't likes. Fourth, for questions. Start with do or does for the present. Start with did for the past. Fifth, for negatives. Use don't or doesn't for the present. Use didn't for the past. And finally, for emphasis. You can use do, does, or did in a positive sentence to add power and to contradict someone. Like, I do want to go. That's it. That is the core of everything we learned today. You have this. And just like that, you did it. You made it all the way through the complete gentle guide to do, does, and did. I know it was a lot of information, but you took a huge, wonderful step towards speaking English more calmly and more confidently. That confusing moment, that little freeze in your brain when you go to ask a question, that moment can now be a moment of clarity. You have the rules, you have the formulas, and you have the examples. You have the map. The most important thing to do now is to practice. But practice gently. Listen for these words when you watch movies or listen to songs in English. Notice how people use them. Try to make one or two of your own sentences today, maybe in a comment below, or maybe just speaking to yourself. And please be kind to yourself. Do not be afraid to get it wrong. That fear is the only thing that truly holds you back. And now you have the knowledge to get it right. You have the tools to silence that little voice of doubt in your head, the voice that debates, do, does, or did. You can let it go and just let your conversation flow. Thank you truly for learning with me today. Your effort and your time are so valuable. If you found this lesson helpful, please consider giving it a like or a 5-star rating. It really does help the podcast reach and support more learners just like you. And if you have a question or if you want to share a practice sentence, please leave a comment. I love reading them and seeing your progress. Keep practicing. Keep believing in yourself. Thank you again for being here. I will see you next time, my friend.